Hi guys, you're welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be learning how to make fried rice, correct Nigerian fried rice. I'll show you all the tips and the secrets and the hacks to making the best fried rice. And without wasting your time, let's just get started immediately. We're going to start by boiling our chicken, and to make the perfect fried rice you need a quality stock from your chicken. So you're going to get your chicken. This is about 2 kilos of chicken. Okay, use any parts that you like, and you're going to season your chicken with your salt. Okay, you're going to add some seasoning powder. You can use any seasoning cubes that you like, your Knorr cubes, your chicken flavor, your Maggi, whatever it is that you have, just use it. Well, for those that might want to ask, these spices, what seasoning cubes do you use? I use chicken flavor and Knorr cubes. I mix both of them together. You can also try it as well. It's quite good. Okay, so now we're going to add some thyme. Use your normal thyme, any brand of thyme that you have. We're also going to be using some curry powder, and all of these things you can find in your local market, because I want this recipe to be as simple and as basic as possible. You see this thing right here, this is called ginger and garlic paste. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on it, I will do it. It's just to blend your fresh ginger and your fresh garlic together. That is all. So at the beginning of the month, I do a full batch. I blend it and I put in my fridge to use whenever I want to. It makes your food tastier. You can try it if you don't. Okay, so now we just added some onions, and I also drop in some pepper because we want this fried rice to be a little bit peppery. But it's optional. So if you guys notice, I didn't add water at all. Okay, so I just dropped the peppers and the onions in, and I cover the pot for like 10 minutes to allow the chicken to sweat out the juiciness. Let the juiciness come out. Because we want our stocks to be very rich and quality. So just cover your chicken for a while. Now you can see that there's water in the pot, right? At this point you can now add water, but not too much water. Okay, don't add too much water that your stock will not be tasting very, very watery. Okay, so as usual, I'm going to put the full list of the ingredients in the description box, so just make sure you check it when you are done watching the video. Okay. So when we leave this to cook for about 20 minutes, we're going to start prepping our other ingredients. This is supposed to be like a chicken kind of fried rice, okay? So I got some chicken breast. This is called chicken breast. It's the boneless part of your chicken, and I'm just trying to cut into small cubes. Well, this chicken is not so compulsory, okay? You don't have to add it if you don't want to. You can skip it completely, okay? But if you want to, you can just get your chicken breast, cut into small cubes like this, and then we'll marinate it and add to our fried rice later on. But apart from chicken, you can use your shrimp, you can use your prawn, you can use any type of protein that you have. Now we're going to lightly season this chicken with your salt. Okay, about maybe half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon is okay. And then you're also going to be adding some seasoning powder. Are you guys following? I added a little bit of curry powder. Okay, and then there's this thing called paprika powder. You can find all of these spices in any of those supermarkets around you. Check ShopRite, check Ebano if you're in Nigeria, and you definitely find. Now I just added some onion powder as well. Now we are going to mix everything together. Okay, just continue mixing. Mix it till the chicken is well coated. Mix it till the spices have entered every corner. You guys, and you're going to just leave this to marinate and set it aside. Now we have to check on our chicken. We've been cooking this now for about 30 minutes, and at this point it is ready. And because we are not using that very strong type of chicken, you guys know that type of chicken, right? We are not using it. This one is the butty type, so it won't take long at all. So we are now going to take our chicken out, and we're going to separate our chicken from the stock. Okay. So did you guys see what I just did? You're going to get a sieve, and you're going to just pour your stock through it, and just maybe stir, and then separate the particles that came out from the stock from the chicken. You want your stock to look like this. This is how your stock should look like, okay? Now we're going to set that aside, and then you guys, this is called cow liver. Nigerian fried rice is not complete without it. You guys know already. So I got this from the market, and this is about 800 naira, depending on where you are. So we are going to boil this liver. So just get it fresh from your market. Tell them you want to buy liver. You can either use liver or kidney, depending on the one that you find. Now you're going to just lightly season it with your seasoning powder, with your salt, with maybe some onions. If you like, you can add curry. You can add any spices you want to add, but this is liver now. It's not that very necessary for you to put in the gengen spices. So just lightly season it and then leave this to boil for like maybe 15 to 20 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. It is very, very soft. So just leave this to boil for like this is 18 minutes already. So we're going to just take this out one by one. Okay, so this is what your liver should look like when you're done boiling it. And we are now going to cut this into smaller sizes. Okay, so you're going to cut this into smaller sizes because we want the liver, as we are scooping up the fried rice, let the liver to be following it. So you guys, I'm trying to use my knife and my fork to cut this, and the thing was not cutting the way I wanted it to cut, and I had to just drop it. And I have to do some behind the scenes sharp kind of thing. And this is what our liver is looking like after dicing. We have diced it properly, dice it as small as possible. Okay, so guys, it's time for us to fry our chicken. So I just dropped in an onion in a pan of oil, vegetable oil. You can use any type of oil that you like to use, and you're going to just drop in your chicken one by one. You can also grill the chicken, or if you don't like fried chicken, grill your chicken, air fry it, do whatever it is that you want to do to the chicken. And if you like your chicken boiled, please don't ever forget that you're the master chef of your kitchen. So these recipes are supposed to just be a guide to guide you, but you can always, you know, take out things you don't like, add things you want. Just feel free to customize the recipes to your preference. Okay, it's not a game, it's a rich thing. So our chicken is well fried. We are going to take it out one by one, and we are now going to fry our liver. Okay, so we're going to fry our liver, but instead of just pouring it in the oil, just get a sieve, maybe like this, drop it in the oil and then pour your liver, because the liver is quite small. We don't want the liver to disappear in our pan of oil. So this is what I did. You can also do that. You can also pour your liver directly in the oil. Just leave this to fry for about 10 to 15 minutes, or maybe low to medium heat. And there you have it. Your fried liver looking nice. Set it aside. Now we have to move to the rice. I'm using about 3 cups of rice for this recipe. You can use more, you can use lesser. Just double the ingredients or reduce the ingredients. Now this is called basmati rice. You can use any type of rice that you have, local rice, any rice you have. Okay, so we are just going to wash our rice thoroughly, and what I am sprinkling right now is called salt. So wash your rice with some salt. So I added some salt in the rice, pour some water, and then use your hand to just massage the rice. Okay, just wash the rice till it is clear and clean. So regardless of the type of rice that you're using, make sure you don't skip this step. This step is going to help your rice to come out one. It's going to make sure that your rice is not coming out looking mushy. We're just trying to remove any excess starch from the rice, if that is making sense. Okay, so just pour out the dirty water, add new clean water, repeat the same process, the same thing that you did. Just continuously wash till your rice is clean and clear. Now we're going to set that aside. Okay, so we have to prep our veggies, you guys. I'm not using too much. We are not using too much. I'm using just the red and the green pepper, just one each. You don't need to use plenty veggies, okay, but depending on what you want. So can you guys see the way I'm cutting this pepper? Okay, I don't want you to cut your peppers anyhow. So chop up the top and the bottom of the peppers, and you are going to now take out that middle part, the seed part, and you are now going to slice your peppers into, see the way I'm slicing it? Can you guys see? Just slice it long like this, cut into like smaller slabs like this, and you're now going to bring them together and then cut them. Can you guys see how I'm cutting it? Because the way you cut your veggies also matter when you're making fried rice. So if you cut your veggies anyhow, your fried rice will come out looking anyhow. And we don't want that. I want your family members to be proud of you. Let them come and say, you are doing a very good job. Where did you learn this from? Okay, so now to the carrot. And when you get your carrot from the market, make sure you scrape off the back of the carrot because we want our carrot to look fine. So use your knife to scrape off the back very, very well. To properly dice your carrot, see the way I'm doing it, to pay attention. So chop off one part of the carrot. Make sure the carrot is resting on that part that you chopped off. And now use your knife to now cut into bigger slabs. Can you guys see the way I'm cutting this? Okay, because your carrot must not come out looking bent. So you're now going to further cut that slab into thin, long stripes. You can even lay the slabs on each other and then just do it like a pro that you are already. And now you're going to now bring them together. Now we have our long straps. Oh Lord, voiceover. We have our long stripes. We are now going to cut this, further dice this into smaller sizes. This is what your carrot should look like when you're done. Your carrot should be even as much as possible. Your carrot should be finely diced. Now we can now say that, yeah, we have done a good job. You can set that aside. And we are going to now go to our spring onions. You can get this from your local market. Those abokis that used to sell carrots, ask them, they have it. Say you want to buy spring onions. Okay, so you're going to just chop this into smaller sizes. Okay, and when you're done with that, you're also going to get your, they call it runner beans or green beans, if that's what some of you call it. But I like to just call it that long thing. So anytime I send my sister to go and buy, just tell her, just buy that long one. She understands better like that. So also tell your local vendors to give it to you. They always have it. Now we are going to also cut this into smaller sizes. And now you guys, let me tell you guys a secret. When you are done cutting all your veggies, now gather all your veggies together. This is the red pepper, the green pepper. I've also added my carrot, and I'm also going to be adding my green beans. No, my green peas. These are called peas. Those vendors too have it, the round one. Add it as well. Now at this stage, you're going to season your veggies with your salt, with your seasoning powder, your curry, your thyme, any other seasoning or spices that you want to add to this. And why are we doing this? Because we want our veggies to be very tasty. If you've never tried this before, I recently started doing it, and to be honest, my fried rice is tasting better. This is white pepper anyway. It's tasting better than normal, right? You can also do this maybe while it's on it, but I prefer this method. Like, it allows your veggies to soak in the spices, okay, making it taste better. Oh, I almost forgot the sweet corn. This is called sweet corn. Also get it from your market. So I added some sweet corn as well. It comes in a can, okay. So we are going to just mix this together and then leave this to marinate. Let it just be plain on its own. Now, you guys, are you guys tired? We are just starting. You're going to put your pot on medium heat and add some oil. Maybe the oil from the chicken that you fry. Use that same oil. You're now going to get some thyme leaves. This part is very important too. Okay. So you're going to now add some thyme in your oil. You're now going to add your washed rice, your thoroughly washed rice. And we are going to be toasting this rice because we want the rice to release the aroma, the fragrant flavor and aroma that rice has. We are just allowing the rice to make yanga in its own space. Okay, so you guys, you're going to just toast this for like 10 minutes and make sure you're continuously stirring. Don't leave it while it is toasting. Just make sure you continuously stir. And you can tell it's well toasted when the grains are looking well coated. Like, it's almost looking as if there's no oil in the pot anymore. And then the aroma is now really out. Like, you can perceive the aroma of the rice. At this point, you can now pour in your chicken stock, the one we set aside earlier. You are now going to pour in your chicken stock and you're going to now add some water. You guys, you're going to add some water and then cover this up. You don't want to add too much water to this because we have to cook this rice maybe like 1/4 of the way, not too soft and not too hard either. So just make sure the water you're adding or the stock you're adding is just covering the top of your rice. And now you're going to now stir together. You're also going to be adding your seasoning powder too to make the rice very, very tasty. You need to add your seasoning powder. The seasoning powder from the chicken stock will not be enough. So add your seasoning powder and your salt as well. Okay, remember the full list of the ingredients will be in the description box, so just make sure you check it. Now you're going to cover this rice and leave this to cook for like 25 minutes. And this is what our rice is looking like. There's no water in the pot anymore. The rice is looking very dry. And we're going to use our spatula, our wooden spoon, whatever you are using, to just fluff the rice. Can you guys see how everything is looking one? Everything is standing. And it's not really because I'm using basmati rice. So see, there's no more water in the pot. This is what your rice should look like at this point. There should not be water or moisture in the rice at all. You're going to set that aside. And now, to the final step, you're going to place your pot, your pan, your frying pan, your wok. I'm using a wok for this on medium heat. You're going to add some more oil, the oil from the chicken that we fried. That is what I'm still using. So add some oil, add your marinated chicken. If you are not using chicken for this recipe, you can skip this one completely. This step is not compulsory. Just move to the next step immediately. So just continuously stir fry till it is well cooked, and then you take it aside. If you are using some prawn or some shrimp, this is the part where you also want to fry, of course, after marinating, right? Now, in the same pan, we are going to add this same ginger and garlic paste in the oil, and we are going to just fry this just for like a few seconds. And we are now going to add some chopped onions, you guys. So I didn't show that while I was prepping the ingredients, but of course you guys know already that onions has to be part of the ingredients. So add your chopped onions, just stir together, and you are now going to add your marinated mixed veggies, and you're going to just pour this in, and you are now going to stir together. Now let me tell you guys a secret. You want to make sure that your veggies are moisture free as possible, and just in case there's water coming out, it's looking as if there's water coming out from your veggies, maybe because you dropped it in the fridge and it's looking as if it's soggy, what you need to do is just to turn on the heat to the highest, okay, and then leave it to stir fry. Just continuously stir as it is frying for like 3 seconds to 4 seconds to 5 seconds, right? And trust me, it's going to come together immediately, okay? And you're now going to add your rice. So I left the veggies to fry for like 5 minutes, and now we are going to introduce our rice, our cooked rice. Hey, you guys, we are almost done. And you guys, let me tell you guys the final secret. If you want your rice and the veggies in the rice to look very sharp, just make sure you use strategic veggies. Don't just use veggies for the sake of using it. So if you guys notice, I use, there's red, there's yellow, there's green, and then you can use more green things to make your fried rice look greeny. So the greener your fried rice is looking, I feel like the more appealing it becomes, because some people, when they hear fried rice, what comes to their mind is green things. So to achieve that, there's no need for you to overspice your fried rice. Just make sure you look for strategic veggies, your green pepper, your green beans, your green peas, your what's it called again, the last one, your spring onions, and hair. Just be adding all of those things, okay? So now you have to fry your rice. It is called fried rice for a reason, remember. So after adding any other protein that you have, your chicken, your liver, your spring onions, okay, you're going to now leave this to fry on high heat for like 5 to 10 minutes. Continuously stir as it is frying. That way your fried rice will not spoil on time. That way you can put it in your fridge or your freezer for a long time. Okay, so just continuously fry. And then you guys notice I'm using a wooden spoon. If you use any house spoon, your fried rice can just start breaking or start becoming mushy. We don't want that. So maybe get a wooden spoon like this or a very good spatula, and then just continuously stir as it is frying. And you guys, you are going to be making the best ever. I can stand with this recipe with my full chest, and I want you guys to try it. So in case you are new on this channel, my name is tspn. My mission is to help you become a better home cook, and today's shout out is going out to Okoli Ebube. Thank you so much for dropping a comment in our previous post. To get a shout out as well, just drop a comment under this post, and in our next video we'll give you a shout out, okay? So you guys, our fried rice is ready to be served. Please try this when your family members are gathered around, so that they can dash you money when you are done making this fried rice, because it is so nice. I kid you not, guys. Like, this recipe, I'm not even joking. when I served my brother, let me show you guys a video of what he said, okay?
The food is nice. I can't stop eating. Feels good.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please remember to subscribe, okay? Bye, guys.